What's up, Internet? What's up, Disc Golf Army? Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of our first round of the season. And as you can see from the first round, we're just getting back into it. Like most of us were. I think me and Joseph were kind of falling apart a little bit. Chase was doing pretty well, and then you were at the top of the scoreboard, if I remember correctly.
I was doing pretty well, surprisingly.
Yep. So we're going to get into this one and see what happens. So this first hole, you got to get around that tree, and it's up over a hill, and you don't want to do that. That was so obnoxiously high.
Oh, man.
But
I love this first hole.
Yeah, I usually go around the tree, but I decided to cut the gap and go forehand and skip it off the path right there.
I think you hit the road.
I did, and I skipped up back in bounds.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I don't think that's what you were going for, though.
No, and I didn't even think about taking that route until then, and that was just more disappointing throws.
Yeah.
Chase talking about the tree, knocking it down. He comes in. I think he saw what you did and decided to do the same
Yeah, he
thing.
did a forehand as well, yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Didn't really see where that one went, but I remember it being pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Me trying to look over the hill, see where the basket is. And then if I remember correctly, pretty sure this was pretty spicy.
Uh-huh. You got
Just
right over it.
Yeah, right over the top of the basket.
Pretty spicy.
Chase putting it right there. Set him up for a par. Yeah, you got real close, just over it.
And
What
then
happened to my throw?
I was sick of missing putts.
We may have missed it.
Joe went out of turn, I think.
Either that or we
Oh,
missed
nope, we missed it.
Yeah,
Unfortunately. Looks like you laid it up pretty good, though, but you were really close to that road.
Yeah, I was like right on the edge of inbounds.
And look at us
I was
making
pretty
some
surprised.
putts there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
I was pretty surprised. And that throw.
This one's slightly uphill.
Uh-huh. It's
It's
on the
like
other side of the hill. You
The
can't really see it.
second shortest hole in the course.
Yeah. Just over 200.
And in a minute, Chase remarks that we threw it so soft. Because we didn't want to yank it up there. And that's why he threw his so soft.
Yeah, right into the ground.
He goes, "You're so soft."
Have I given up?
I don't know, man.
Have you?
You guys just threw so softly. So it's like,
Grumble, grumble. So we're trying to get it up there. Joseph almost cleared the hill.
Yeah.
fancy.
And if you had, that would have put you right up by the basket, I think.
Yeah. Okay, you just want to get just maybe like 2 feet over the hill
Mm-hmm.
and like settle it on the other side. Because if you get too high, you're just gone.
That would have been a good setup if it hadn't rolled.
Here I am again. Just, I don't know. My putt.
What'd you say?
No, nice putt shot.
Couldn't dial it in.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get back out and play again.
And I don't know what that was, but that was close.
You see, you've nailed some of those before.
I have.
Just those big old toss it up there real high and have it come crashing down.
But I don't think I made any that
Ooh.
time. And that just, every time you see it, it makes you sick, you know?
You'd rather miss high than low, though.
Yeah. The sound
fair.
of the band on the top is much better than the sound of the basket, if you ask me.
That's fair.
Because if you hit the band, at least you gave it a chance. But when you hit the basket, man, just like that.
Like that.
You never even had a chance. It's the saddest sound you can hear.
Did you? What is happening here?
Well, I think I was gonna hold the camera and put it at the same time, but
That's
then I
right.
decided not to.
And I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Probably for the better.
Well,
I didn't
I
grab
don't
it.
think that was you.
Somebody grabbed it.
This hole is really short and down to the left pretty tight, so he's got to throw it low and fast
Hey, is this boy
on a
tonight?
hyzer.
Oh yeah, baby.
Giving us a show.
Forgot I did that.
And for some reason, you decided to do a standstill.
Yeah, sometimes in this hole I throw it a little too hard, so I decided to do standstill and just yanked it right in the
Yep.
tree.
No. Came over real short.
Should have just did a slow little baby walk up.
You can kind of see the difference between like when I really give it a mile and when I don't.
That was a pretty solid throw there.
I think I put it up there.
It was a little high, caught some branches, but he's pretty close.
And Chase does something here that I've never seen happen on this hole.
Yeah, so the obvious is the gap on the right. But he just
went through
kind of
that little
He
gap.
just filleted that tiny hole right there.
Getting a back scratcher.
Uh-huh. There's that second frustration throw again.
Oh, faked you there.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Just over it.
That one.
Man. There it is again.
And then the frustration. You were getting real sad.
Yeah, I couldn't putt at all to save my life.
I think I was going for that one. I just couldn't putt for anything that day.
And there I missed again, right in the background.
Mm-hmm.
There I am, just throwing every disc in my bag.
When it sets in, man, it sets in.
Yeah.
If you get close enough to the eye finder.
Better clean that up before I play my next tournament, that's for sure.
Is that your?
That's set up for your par, right?
Yep.
There you go. That's why you were still leading.
Yeah, it's really sad to come out and shoot this course 6 under, and then your next round you're just like 2 or 3 over.
Yeah, that skip got you.
But I think that's the biggest thing is consistency. Just kind of getting the repetition in. But I mean, we did have a long, like, couple months off. So,
Right. Winter was a little bit too cold to get out this year. And
yeah.
This hole's a really low ceiling, so it's hard to get through there. So that wasn't a very good shot there for me. But
you shanked it a little left.
yeah.
I think Chase shanked it real hard. Right.
Talk about shanking it left.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yikes.
Right into the tree.
The very first tree.
Just eating that disc up.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, you didn't eat it. You
And there I
plenty
am
in the
again
bag.
trying to hide that frustration.
No. I shanked it as well. We all shanked it. And you rolled it. And that was one of the most impressive things. As frustrating as it probably was, it was actually kind of impressive that you rolled it up the tree.
Little tree ride.
And there's, again, just like last video I was talking about. For some reason, my forehands, I kept throwing them real hard to the left instead of angling them proper for the right. And you...
I'm just finding every tree on this hole.
Mm-hmm. Post Malone.
Here's me
puts
from
it,
a mile away
I
here.
fall apart. And you put it right there next to it.
That was a pretty good run. I'm trying to do the same thing because I'm in a similar spot.
Just a throw or two behind.
Ooh, nick
Man.
the basket.
Uh-huh. Like I said, it's the saddest sound you can hear.
This is me trying to do something. And the roll. I was so mad when I saw that rolling. Because I looked down to pick up my bag and I looked up and I was like, that rolled, didn't it?
There's Joe for a, what was that, a double bogey?
I think that was the 5 of the round. If I remember correctly.
And I'm surprised I made that. I was not making putts that day. Chase for his par. Another par.
Yeah.
So this hole, we're dancing around trees again.
No
And
skip.
Chase, I think he got it up there all right.
I threw mine a little high.
Might not have been a bad skip.
Yeah.
Off the tree.
Faded out a little early. And I'm pretty confident with this hole. I usually throw this MD5 pretty well. Just kind of throw it a little soft and let it fade away to the left.
That was the line, yeah. That was the line.
Yep, you put it pretty close.
Yeah, and that was definitely my best drive of the round. Put it within 5 feet.
I'm telling you, man, 2 aces and all birdies. I'm getting this.
And I'm trying to do the same. You'll notice I use pretty much the same 2 discs most of the time. I really would like to get something that I can try to get a little bit more fade back from.
And that nicked that tree, didn't it?
I think it did,
Barely.
because it went way out.
Yeah. Nice chase pitching up.
Yeah, he got it up pretty good there. I think we were so far away that we were
Oh, that branch really got me. Yeah.
that one just kind of dangling down there on you.
Well. Shut up.
I guess I got it up a little bit more than I thought. Chase trying to, practice his stripping moves or something.
He sailed that one a little bit,
Yeah,
but
I got kind of close, but I think it passed it a little bit.
There's a good recovery putt there.
Mm-hmm. Saved your par.
so this is for
And
first,
shoulders, knees, and toes.
yeah, first birdie of the round, first putt that I think that I should make, and finally cash it.
There's your
There you
birdie.
go.
There's that birdie you were talking about.
Thinking the
And
fans.
the crowd goes wild.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Go for it.
And he slung that.
This is for your par.
And it bounced off the side of the cage.
You hate to see it.
Uh-huh.
You can always hear when I'm frustrated. I hope you were ready for your close-up.
I wasn't.
And beard transition. And this one, it's another straight one up, but you get over to that left side of the basket and you're going pitching uphill.
Yeah, and there's a fence line and some houses on the right, so you can't really throw the wide hyzer like you'd like to. So this was a good release for me, and I really wanted it to come back, but as it started to go farther down the flight, I realized that I overthrew it by about 40 feet.
That's typical. Overshooting.
And Jordyn with his classic Anheuser turnover, his S shot. I think he got a little low fast though.
Yeah, it did.
And then me again, for some reason, not being able to pitch a sidearm. I couldn't figure it out that day. I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. Good little layup. And that one was not such a good layup. And he felt that one.
Oh,
That was
I thought he
close.
made that.
Gosh.
In 2D he did.
Here I am for a second birdie look. Just leave it short. Right line, just not enough height.
At least I put it close. Couple of pars. No, wait. I don't think that was Chase's par.
And for some reason right here, we just couldn't get these discs out of this darn basket.
And you were just nailing putts that day, man. You were nailing them left and right. And apparently I was feeling confident because I left the backpack on.
This one's another pretty wide open one. There's just,
A single tree.
yeah, a single tree right in the way, so you want to go around it. Can't really go under it too much on this hole, so it's ideal to kind of swing it around. I just went a little too wide here. I'm gonna be up there, right there by those pine trees.
Which I think is a little too far.
It's about pin high, just about 35 feet right.
If I remember correctly, I threw this one pretty fast and then went through the middle of the tree. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There, Jordyn is
Not quite.
proving me wrong, saying you can't go under it.
And that one, I feel like it was going right at the tree. And it
Yeah,
did.
got
Yep.
some branches.
Took some branches off. And with the great camera work, again,
Yeah. Thomas, really, that was just a great shot. And
Beautiful throw.
Apparently, I was pretty comfortable with it.
I remember that.
I was still pretty far away, and that's not a shot that I make very often. And obviously, I didn't even get it close. Not as close as I should have. Oh.
A little adjustment to the grip there.
And you wanted that so
I
bad,
really
just so
did.
you could say, "Hey, it works."
Yeah,
That was
my
impressive.
big putt of the day right there.
That was a good one.
That was really good.
And again, I was just falling apart, sad. But at least my hair hadn't fallen out of the bun yet. No, yeah, I think. I'm not counting that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna count that.
Judge.
I forgot all about that.
Just took him out. Oh, insert Peter Griffin.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, man. I bet that hurt pretty good, too. It's probably dramatizing it, but I bet that hurt.
Oh,
All
right into the action. Here we
Yeah,
go.
you must have been okay.
Yep, so this one is uphill
After
towards the
nursing his
end.
wounds.
Yep. Stretching back out. And that was just fantastic. I love that run up. But that got high. Not wide. Obviously, you appreciated it too. So once you get around those trees, you get uphill a little bit. And you can see
That
it
was
right
just an
there.
early release.
That was, yeah, very early. I'm not I was going to say, I'm not entirely sure why I was wearing jeans, but actually it's because I came from something else. And I forgot shorts or pants to change into. But I was actually fairly pleased with that one. I didn't get it quite as far as I'd hoped, but I was within par distance. Joseph pitching it up.
I was going for that one. I really wanted that.
I'm surprised you were going for it at the forearm, though.
Yeah, I think it was the end of the round. It wasn't a very good round, and I was just kind of...
Yeah, that was a disaster right
You just kind of decided that.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to make something cool happen. I ended up leaving it pretty long, so I figured I was going to, get another bogey, which was kind of a bummer, but...
And that one shook hands with the chains, but just didn't. Not enough grip, man.
Yeah.
It's like a soft handshake.
Here goes Paige Pierce here.
Yeah, and this right here, one of the longer putts of the day. Hadn't made one all day. Staring down the basket. Really just taking it in. Taking in the moment. Whole crowd's watching. Got to test the wind. You don't really want to take this for granted. This putt matters. And yeah, it turns out it works. So,
Just had to focus in a little bit.
yep.
And then I missed Chase throwing up, but he put it right next to me. I guess that was a par for me.
Yep, clean up the par. I was pretty happy cleaning up par after that putt as well.
How would you throw without? While we were waiting?
And that's what we've got.
One more hole.
One more hole. It's the last hole here.
Hole 9, aka hole 18 for us.
And this one, you're throwing right over a swamp, basically.
Yeah.
Right down there in that ditch is swampland right now. Sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's not.
And the wind got the best of that one.
Yeah.
It might not be
And we couldn't tell, but we were pretty sure that might be in the swamp.
I go out.
And Joseph with his hands behind his back. That was just a go. That was just we'll see what happens. And he put it right next to the basket.
Yeah, that was a really good throw. And I'm trying a new strategy on this one. I figure it's the last hole. Pull out all the guns. And what's better than trying to go for one ace when you can just go for two?
And both of those just released so effortlessly. I'm surprised one of them didn't go in the swamp.
And that'll be 2 birdie putts.
Yep. What's that make up for one?
Yeah.
Make up for a par or a bogey. I ripped it out.
I didn't see
think
what
I got wide.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell there, but I think I got wide. And unfortunately, right in the swamp. But it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, he's just gonna take it from right there, which is fair. It's a casual round. We don't typically play with out of bounds for most of our rounds, so we just kind of let him take it from right there. Were you trying to go for that one?
No, I was laying it up.
Fair enough.
I didn't want to finish on a
Big
bad
shot,
note.
but
Yeah.
unfortunately, didn't quite make it. And that's the strap that you use. And you just weren't paying attention. And I thought that was going in.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think that was Jordyn cleaning up his par.
I don't know.
No, my
that's
disc
his
is right
disc
there in the front.
So he must have just thrown another one.
So there's my first birdie.
First birdie for the hole.
Yeah.
And then
And then
just to
gonna
show off,
Go ahead and clean up my second birdie.
show that he can actually putt.
Yeah. So almost an ace basically. So.
Nice.
From the rear, Thomas 10 over.
Of course.
Joseph and Chase both 5 over.
Ooh.
And me 1 over.
Chase, we're gonna do a
Dang.
playoff hole.
Jordan's the
From here to
winner.
from here to hole 1.
From here to hole 1. Playoff hole for second.
CTP.
There's a guy over there throwing for it.
Yeah.
So.
CTP wins it. Closest to pin. Closest to pin. Yeah, you gotta go
Closest to pin gets second.
This is up in the air. Who's to even say? Same time, you ready? I'm so inconsistent.
Oh, same time?
3, 2, 1. It's gonna be close.
Ooh, it's hard to say.
I got it.
You think you got it?
I don't know though.
It's hard to. Yeah, I think Joseph got her. It's a little closer. Here's the pin, and we're looking. Yeah, Joseph's definitely closer. All right. And I think that's actually in a tournament how you would decide a tie.
Yeah, but not for second. It didn't really matter. That was just for fun.
Yep. But that's our first round for the season, and we hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah. If you're still sticking around after this hour, then thanks for watching.
Yep.
And as always, we'll catch you next time.
Yep. Welcome to the Disc Golf Army. See you next time.
Play disc golf.
More.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
At the same time.
Or if you've never played, get out.
Yeah. Try it. Try something new. Okay, comfort zone.